I am Ashish Prakash and you are watching Vital YouTube channel. Today's love story about me and my queen Natala. Old Phantom Chronicle, year 1664. Today I had the idea of the petrol. I found an ancestors books that tells of Queen Natala. The coast and jungle borders were lawless, worth plague, sports in St. Louis, ruled over by Redbeard, the pirates king, a huge rough. Said bloods flow like water there. Redbeard takes half of any robbery and half of all others. If anybody going against him, he killed. One day I decided to enter the pirates' capital, St. Louis. Was heavily guarded. I could have entered over the wall by stealth. And I decided to enter the main gate. Three rough guarded it. I dispatched them. And I asked feared pirates, where is the red bear? They point and say, over there. I entered the dining hall and say loudly, Redbeard, I am told you will fight in any challenger. True, I am the good size. He has a veritable giant. And he said, told me, I do not dirty my hands in any stranger. First prove yourself against my lieutenant, Big Bird. Let it be with axe. In the pirate stronghold St. Louis, the axe is Bird's favorite weapon. The bloodthirsty crowd roared as the bat swung me. He was strong but slow. I avoided the blow and resolved the end matter quickly. Now I swung at Bird's axe and says the Bird's an unaccepted blow. Bird was furious and dove to me. I put him down. Our fight is finished. Said to Redbeard, I come here to fight you. He angry me and say, it was pleased me to tear you apart. Suddenly, two pirates takes permission to fight me. Redbeard permit to Sala. The mob howled of my blood. Redbeard gave his sword to me for death fight. Little art with the broadsword, more like tree chopping. Finally, I catch his blade and made it sail. Panting like an old horse, he collapsed. Redbeard more angry. The crusher said to Redbeard, no Redbeard, mine, bare-handed to the death. After he said to me, I have never lost. I crushed man's skulls like egg. Braggart always bored me, but I knew the value of implanting fear. He proved only that he crushed eggs like egg, but I can do with the coconut. The crusher was like a bull, arms and chest of granite, arm around me. For a moment I understood his name's Crusher. At once I drove at his midriff, and again, and he crushed to the ground like a filthy ox. To the rat bear, the huge pirate kings, and say how many more of your overstuffed rascals must I beat before you will fight me? Red Bear's more angry. He said to me, we fight as gentlemen, with sword and dagger to the death. Big as he was, the moved like a flash. Me off, he was as powerful as a bear. I knew I was in for the fight of my life with Red Bear's kings of pirates. He fought all over the pirate towns of St. Louis, on the wall, in the street, on the beach. Sometime he praised, sometime I praised. Onto the deck of pirate ship, I later learned it was the Redbeard's own craft. There I saw a girl with such an amazing beauty. That was a movement forget Redbeard. But Redbeard was not asleep, and at that movement made me lose my sword. She was a beauty well worth the loss of the sword. Now Redbeard threw a at me. He lunged. I leaped like a mighty fully, but I knew a trick or two. He didn't know. Now ungrossing a wooden stool showed him. Now without sword we were hand to hand with dagger. Redbeard grunted. He was bigger. I smashed him on the jaw. He dropped like a filly ox, and the fight was won. Redbeard, a brave man, asked no quarter and said, do as they ask. If I had won, I wouldn't have killed you. I replied to Redbeard, but you did not win, and I am not you. I don't kill unless necessary. I have won. Our battle is over. Come to this pirates crowd. Some had tears. They did forget the qualities of mercy. They praised him, hailed the king. I speak all you have hailed me as your king for pirates alone, correct? They swear we are yours to the death. I ask, and this lady, Redbeard said, my prisoners. Now, of course, she is yours. I released her to prisoner's cabin. Redbeard said, last month I captured a field. She was the prize catch. Natala, Queen of Nevera. Natala says his lovely voice, sir, is it is your wish I return to my cabin prison. I said to Natala, you have freedom for this ship, Highness. For your own safety, remains near me. Now I risky try and the pirates of Ceylon, Redbeard, Sala, Bird, Crusher, my 4 lieutenants. Let all men turn in all weapons at once. When all weapons in, I said to Redbeard, of the 500, how many can be trusted to obey and not betray? He said, perhaps 1 in 5. All are wondered what happening. I ordered to my lieutenant, choose 25 such men who will take oath and keep it. They following my order, my 4 lieutenants choose 100 from among the pirates mob. Of the 500 pirates, we picked the 100 best of take an oath to me. I ordered, issue weapon to the 100 men. The time has come to tell them I did. Now hear this, as for the movement, all Ceylon piracy, either on land or sea, is ended forever. All include my 4 lieutenants were amazed. The angry unarmed 400 charged for the weapon. This was the movement, would my man remain loyal. I give my first order to the selected 100 armed pirates. Stop them. My trusted lieutenants Redbeard, Sala, Bird and Crusher repeat their order. The 100 picked men obey. They held off the unarmed 400. They passed their first test. I said, you choose well my 4 lieutenants. They are a good men. Redbeard asked to me, these unarmed 400, what shall happen to them? And Natala, the beautiful captive queen of Nevera. He also asked, and what for me? Natala, queen of Nevera, where these pirates attacks your field, how many ships you have? She said, 12, sir. There are 13 ships in the pirates' field. We keep this one. The other 12 are now the ship of Nevera. A priceless gift, but she have no crew. I spoke to all. You all unarmed 400 pirates, except for the killers. You all are pardoned. You are now the navy of Nevera. The queen is your ruler. Swear loyalty to her. Natala said to me, sir, I am confused. I am your captive. Are you really free me? I said to her, you are free, lady. She has tears in her lovely eyes. I turned from her. I didn't want to free her. We first weeded out the known killers in the pirates mobs of Sunloy, then put the remainder to work. I said, you all are not longer pirates, but the Royal Navy of Nevera. Make ship and yourself ship sharp for the voyage. Natala asked to me, before I return to the Nevera, may I see your home in the jungle that you told me about? An odd request, but how could one refuse the queen? She has a full of delight and wonder as a child. The little peoples welcome us. I conduct Natala through the skull cave. She saw our chronicle, over the century old. Our treasures room, the drinking cup of Alexander the Great. Suddenly Natala asked me, sir, are you married? I said, no, Highness, I am single. We must return to the Sunloy. Your filth depart at morning. In my mind, she wouldn't ask me if I was married unless she was interested. Oh, nonsense. She is a queen. Stop dreaming. On departure time, I said to Natala, a safe and happy voyage, your highness. If you were not queen, I would ask for a marriage. Since I can never be late, it be a farewell. It was off and away before she couldn't reply. I watched the field of Queen Natala of Nevera sail from the Sunloy by ex-pirates crew. After farewell, Natala became a sad. She cried all that day. Now I explain my plan. You know this coast, 12 kingdoms, 1,000 miles of jungle border. No law and orders. Thieves hops from one place to other place. Now I plan to form a military types of group to patrol this entire border of the 12 kingdom. You Redbeard, I appointed Colonel to rule under my command. You three others shall be major under him. Redbeard asked to me, how shall our groups be called commander? I said, the jungle patrol. So that how the jungle patrol started with the gangs of pirates. Now to the maintained 100 man will need fun. So I have a plan. I speak to my 4 lieutenants. Go to the 12 borders kingdom. Convey to rulers they must come to my jungle throne for a parley. This is your first order. One by one they meet all 12 rulers and forward my message. While this went on, there was one image I could not forget. On the high sea, Queen Natala has a similar problem. In the deep wood, I spoke to all kings. I have ended the piracy of St. Louis. No more will they threaten you. All kings are happy, but I spoke again. But other pirates remains. Thieves escapes across your borders into the jungle. You cannot stop them. So I formed a patrol to police the jungle along the borders of your 12 kingdom. But to be financed by all of you and to be ruled by none of you. So there is no other way. They will pay. So it was decided and the jungle patrol was. Even as we signed the agreement, my mind has far away thinking for lovely Natala. Did she think for me? I wondered. All 12 kings support the jungle patrol. They pay first annual payment. Next, the important matter of uniform. Then the first headquarters in Aberdeen Castle. Jungle patrol started their works, but Natala in my mind. And far away, Natala also dreaming about me. She became sad and nobody knows what she is thinking about. Natala was a royal queen. She can't wait for no longer. She ordered, please call my brother. And when she made up her mind and said, brother, I no longer wish to rule Nevera. The throne is yours. His brother asked, but Natala, where are you going? There was no stopping her. She said, I'm going to get married. With a few faithful followers, Queen Natala secretly left her palace. Deep wood jungle. I was dreaming about her. I suppose when it happened. Are you surprised to see me? I answered to Natala, surprised, Natala Highness? I am amazed, delighted, honored by this unaccepted visit. Natala said, delicious water, thank you. I came because I worried of my court. The violence and war of my world sickened me. By our law and custom, a man may not propose marriage to the queen. The queen must propose. You give me the honor to be your lawful wife. And she wants me. I was so amazed. I speechless. Here was a bolt from the bullet that almost knocked me flat. Yes, we will marry. You will steal the queen of the jungle. We will wed in 3 days. Send words to jungle chief and the 12 coastal king. Now I propose their man and wife. All the jungle chiefs come to see my wedding to Natala. The 12 coastal kings and my new jungle patrol also. That's the tales. My ancestor, sixth phantom, he waits the queen and founded the jungle patrol all at once. Since 1664, we served against evil. Nobody knows who started the jungle patrol, but you know. The next issue, the taste of poison.